Hey everyone, we're doing the live stream indoors. It is rainy and about 50 degrees outside, and not sitting outside. So, welcome to the live stream, folks. We are going to be starting in about 3 minutes. I'm your host, Brad Richard. I am a certified master life coach, and I look a little worse for wear, a little scruffy, a little authentic, and it's Sunday. So Frank just joined. Thank you, Frank. We're going to let the chat room, we're going to let that fill up. And I want to welcome everyone to the live stream. This is my last live stream scheduled for the month of October. And I am thinking about scheduling a couple in November and a couple in December. But as of right now, I don't have any scheduled for November at this time. But I do plan on scheduling a couple more. Happy Sunday, Dr. Tachi. Thank you. Appreciate you joining the live stream. And the chat room is filling up, folks. Once again, Craven Cakes just joined. So everybody is jumping into the chat room. And we are waiting just a couple minutes so we can get started on the Life Coach Q&A. Sydney just joined. Welcome, Sydney. And I had several people that enrolled or that signed up. Power just joined. Kahil just joined. If I pronounce your name wrong, sorry. But I'm just waiting for the chat room to get filled up, and we are going to do a life coaching Q&A. I'm going to cross my fingers that y'all have some questions. I am in Texas, so I tend to say y'all quite a bit. So looks like we got about a minute or so. I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. This is my last one in October. Amanda just joined. Welcome, Amanda. And we are filling up and got about a minute to go. So this is a life coaching Q&A pertaining to your side hustles, FUD, with all the FUDsters that are in this community, a great community. So we can talk about your side hustles. We can talk about your businesses, your hopes and dreams, and what struggles you're having and what challenges, that you're dealing with, as well as your successes that you are having in your side hustles here on FUD. So, got about a minute. The Blue just joined. I'm going to take a sip of coffee and we're going to get started. And let's see. Yep, straight up 1 o'clock. Okay, welcome everybody to my live stream. I am a certified master life coach. I specialize in transformation and forgiveness and self-care. I also cover many other areas of life in my life coaching practice. I am a verified expert here on FUD, and I want to welcome everybody to my live stream. It's like I said in the pre-show, the pre-game. This is my last one in October, and I may be scheduling a couple more in November and December. But with the holidays and my schedule, my live streams are probably going to be a little bit limited. So, welcome to my live stream. If you have any questions for the Q&A, type them out in the chat room, or you can tap on the gray little hand in the bottom right hand corner, or the three dots. If you want to join me on the live stream, I'd love to bring you on and have one or two co-hosts. So if you want to join me on the live stream, tap on that little hand and I'll bring you on with me and we can have a chat. So welcome everybody. Once again, this is a life coaching Q&A. So if you have any questions about life coaching, about your side hustle, your dreams, your business, your entrepreneurial spirit, and that this is the place to do it. So go ahead and type your questions in the chat room. Frank, thank you for the like. Kat, Craven Cakes, Power, thank you all for liking the stream. I appreciate that. And so we are ready to go. It is Sunday, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I am in Texas, and we have cold rain, and that's why I'm not doing it out on the famous back porch with the metal roof that you guys have gotten used to seeing. But I'm not on my back porch. I'm not outside and indoors for this live stream. So we are ready to go. Gadsby just joined. Thank you very much. And the chat room is just ticking up, filling up, folks. So while I'm waiting on some questions, I'm going to just cover a couple things here, and then we can kind of go from there. But the purpose of the live stream is Q&A. Love and peace. Thank you for joining. Appreciate that. And so right now, you know, we're getting ready, and we all have side hustles. This is my side hustle, which actually it's my full-time business. And my side hustle, along with yours, this is a really it can be a difficult time because we're heading into the holidays. Things are kind of crazy, for lack of a better word. And I know the economy is bad. I know people are struggling financially, and you know things are a little nuts right now. And we're fixing to go into the holiday season, the November-December frantic frenzy. And as a side hustler, I would recommend that you make your sole focus be your clients. Providing them a service, becoming a servant, and providing them something that they truly need. Right now, people are real reluctant to spend money on anything. They're real apprehensive about spending money or committing to any kind of a purchase. And so things are tough for a lot of people, which makes your side hustle a little more challenging because you really have to stand above the competition to get their attention and to get their money for your side hustle. Andrea Morales Jimenez has a question here. I have a corporate job for 40 hours a week, and I want to strengthen a side hustle of content creation at the moment under a freelance model. Okay. When it comes to content creation, I would recommend to you that you check out Fiverr and Freelancer. When it comes to content creation, there is a lot of competition, but Fiverr and Freelancer are two great resources for you to do that and to post your offer and to post your side hustle, you know, there at that marketplace, and really do your research and check out other content creators on Fiverr and Freelancer, and you know, make your offer irresistible, and maybe offer some free content creation to attract your clientele. And so that would be where I would start. Also, you know, get yourself a website and also a YouTube channel. You can share a lot of your content creations and your portfolio with the general public on YouTube, and that is still a great, you know, a great format to do that. So, Andrea, I hope that answered your question. Give me a thumbs up if it did, or a thumbs down if it didn't, and I can give you more details if you'd like. But I would definitely look at Freelancer, Fiverr, a website, and YouTube. Content creation is huge, and we all need content creation. And so I hope that answered your question. Thumbs up. Cool. All right. Thank you. And I'm glad I was able to just kind of send you in that right direction. You can always reach out to me outside of the live stream. You can contact me here through FUD if you want some other ideas. And if you want, you know, to work with me as far as coaching goes, you can reach out to me on FUD, and all of you can contact me outside of FUD at my website at bradrichard.net. Go to the contact page, and my information's there, and you can contact me there. I am a Also a podcast host, and I have a podcast called Men on a Mission. It is geared towards veterans and veterans dealing with PTSD and suicide ideology, but it's also open to the public and covers the issue of mental health, and mental health being the number one crisis in America. And so, if you want to check out the podcast, it's Men on a Mission. We focus in on mental health and how important that is to be aware of and to address in our country. I'm also the author of 3 books. Men at 50 is my autobiography, and I've co-authored 2 other books as well, and they're on my website. So, along with the coaching, I'm here as a Fudster. I'm here doing the live stream, and it's so nice to get a question. Once again, Andrea, thank you for your question. I love getting questions. That's what makes the Q&A worthwhile. So if anybody else has any other questions, if you want to share any challenges that you're having or any successes that you're having with your side hustle, please do that. And we can all, gain from that. We can all learn from that, and it'll help everybody. So by all means, I'm going to take another sip of coffee because my voice is going. Excuse me, and I make a living with my voice, so I have to keep that running. So think of a question that you may have, or if you want to join me in the live chat, press that little or tap that little gray hand, and I'll try to bring you on live. But think of your question while I get a sip. There we go. That's a lot better. All right. We still have a full house in the chat room, folks. If you have any other questions, if you have any questions specifically about life coaching and what a life coach can do for you, you can ask in the chat room, or you can join me live on the stream. And I am here for you guys. I know that some of you could probably be in other places on a Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Me as well, but I'm here, answering questions and interacting with all of my Fudster community friends. And so, this live stream is for you, and it is all about your dreams, your goals, your business, your side hustle. And if anyone is brave enough to put in the chat what their side hustle is, just let us know what type of side hustles we have in the room today. Just type out in the chat, what is your side hustle, and let us know how things are going. We still have several people that are just popping into the chat. So I would like to see what some of the side hustles are. And I would love to get feedback from all of you in this live stream on what do you think, what is your opinion about FUD? Are you getting everything that you need from FUD? Is there something that that you're needing that I could provide as a life coach? My live streams, we've struggled with the Q&A part, and I've also considered changing the format up a little bit so that it's not a Q&A, that I just share content with you, content creation, and I share content with you and tips and tricks, whatever you guys are needing is what I want to provide in the live stream. Andrea said, what industries do you consider are in need of people to cover their services? What industries do you consider are in need of people to cover their services? That is pretty much, right now, the information industry, the AI. I'm not a big fan of AI, but I know it's big. So the artificial intelligence, companies are moving towards that, and they are looking at a way to utilize that to benefit, their corporation. So when it comes to industries that would have a need for content creation, I would really focus in on information technologies, information companies that are providing information, and not necessarily not necessarily a tangible product, but information. And gear your content creation around information. That is where things are going, and that is that's where everybody is finding answers to everything. Right, is on the internet, and so content creation is king when it comes to that. Dr. Tachi said, let me scroll down. That could be helpful to do content. It may spark questions. Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Tachi. The content creation for information type businesses and corporations, that content creation needs to be catchy, needs to be unique, and it needs to catch people's attention immediately. Everybody, including myself, has a very short attention span, and we go through information and we're inundated with information 24/7, mainly on the internet. But in our day-to-day lives, when we're out amongst the public as well, we're constantly taking in information, and our mind is sifting through and tossing out what it doesn't need, and keeping or holding on to what we deem to be important. So the content creation needs to be powerful and needs to have a very strong message to get them to think and feel and then take action. So I've covered this in other live streams. When it comes to people, our thoughts create our emotions, and our emotions create our behavior. So content creation needs to get them to think and then feel about, have a feeling about those thoughts that you're giving them. You're giving them a thought, and then you're making them feel something. Your content should make them feel something, which will drive their emotions, which is action. And that's what you want, and that's what the companies want, is for those people that go through your content is to act and take action towards the company that you're representing and that you are working with. So give me a thumbs up if that was helpful. I hope it was. Dr. Tachi, I appreciate you jumping in there, and thanks for the little fire emojis. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Okay, Andrea said a lot. Thumbs up. Perfect. Great. I hope that's helpful. There's so many more things we could go into in detail. Don't have the time to do it today, but there's a lot more that can be done. So keep in mind, content creation needs to follow the pattern of make them think, make them feel, make them act. Thinking, feeling, and actions. Okay. So great question. I appreciate that. If any, we have a full chat room, folks. We're about 18 minutes into the live stream, full chat room. So there has to be other questions. By all means, type your question out in the chat room, just like Andrea did. And if you want to join me on the live stream, that would be awesome. Just you can tap the little gray hand in the right hand corner, or I think you can tap the three little red dots if you want to join me live on the live stream, because I love to have co-host. It's great to be able to interact directly with somebody on the screen. So the Q&A is running. We've had a couple of questions. Thank you, Andrea, for participating in the live stream. That's what makes a Q&A effective, and that's what makes it good, is having questions and answers that we can all benefit from. And there is no silly question. There is no bad question. Questions are just that. They're a question. And there are a lot of people that may be thinking of the same question that you are. And when you ask that question, they are getting that answer as well. So your question can benefit not just you, but many others that are here today in the live stream. So go ahead and ask your question and make your statement and tell us about your side hustle, like Andrea did. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us how things are going. But I want to really kind of hammer the point that as we're coming into Halloween this coming Tuesday, and we're getting ready for November and Thanksgiving and Christmas break and New Year's, and we're heading into a very chaotic time. We're heading into a retail driven frenzy. And so you really need to step it up when it comes to connecting with your clients, connecting with your customers, and you really need to provide a wow factor, provide a need, provide that amazing thing that they cannot find anywhere else but with you, only you. I can in my side hustle and in my coaching practice, there are many people that I don't relate to, and there are many people I can't help. Based on my life experience and based on my training and my expertise, there are certain people that I can't work with because I can't provide them what they need, and so I refer them to someone else that is more in line with them, their thinking, and what they're needing. And my goal for my clients is for them to be successful in all the work that we're doing together. And so you need to use that mindset to really stand out to your customers and your clientele. Your side hustle needs to be the very best side hustle in that industry, in that niche, over all the others. And then you still may not get a response from your customers or your soon to be clients, because of the time of the year, because of the area, or not the area, but the time that people are going into, and the mental gymnastics that we're all going to start doing, through the holidays. So it's a tough time. I do believe that this year is going to be extremely difficult in the retail industry, because I don't believe people are going to be shopping like they have in past holiday seasons. I might be wrong, but I don't think the retail market is going to do very well. Now, you can do well in this upcoming holiday frenzy if you provide something that is emotional, is interesting, is enticing, and has a wow factor. And the wow factor in your side hustle might, in fact, be you. People will buy you before they'll buy anything that you're selling or your product. So it is time for all of us to sell ourselves, and we need to be that wow factor. We need to provide a experience for our clients and for our customers that they won't find anywhere else. And we need to make them think and get excited about what we offer. And then they need to feel that offer, and they need to be emotionally bought in, sold on it emotionally, like they have to have it. It's not something that they can live without. And then let that push, or let that move them into a decision making step when it comes to actions. So that is something that I'm focusing in on. I would recommend that all of you do as well. We are all side hustlers, and we all want customers, and we all want clients, and we all want to make our lives better, and we want to make our customers' lives better with what we have to offer. But that's a big but, there is a lot of people doing similar things than all of us are. And so it really comes down to the wow factor, which is you. You have to be the wow factor. You have to be the one that makes them think differently. You have to be the one that makes them feel and makes them emotional about what you offer, and subsequently bring them to action. You want them to act. Action, action, action. Just like this live stream, action, action, action. I would like for you guys to put questions in the chat, so I can answer any questions that any of you have. There is a bunch of people in. There's a bunch of fudsters in the chat. So, ask your question, share your side hustle, tell all of us what you're doing, what you plan on doing for the upcoming holiday season. Are you going to go 150% with your side hustle through the holidays, or are you going to wait till after the first of the year and go back to it? I know some people that I have spoken with are kind of taking a sabbatical. They're taking a break, and they're going to get past the holidays, and then they're going to jump back into their side hustle after the first of the year. There's not a right or wrong with that. It is a personal choice. But what are y'all doing? And please share in the chat room, or join me live on the live stream and let us know what you guys are doing. Let's see. Dr. Tachi said, I may take a bit of a break. There you go. If that serves you, that is the thing to do. That's the right choice for you. I know for myself, like you, Dr. Tachi, I can't do a live stream every Sunday at 1 p.m. all through November and December. I'm not going to have the time to do that. And so I have to take a little break as well. And then, of course, after the first of the year, my live streams will probably pick up significantly and continue to be here for all of you. So I completely understand you may be taking a bit of a break. That's understandable. If some of you have decided to push forward and stick with your side hustle through the holidays, my advice would be, if you're going to do it, do it. I am still bringing on new clients in my coaching practice, and I will be doing coaching sessions throughout November and December. My calendar and my availability is a little bit limited, so my new clients are going to have less times to choose from, but I am going to still continue on with my side hustle. For me, I don't want to walk away from it and have to kind of kickstart myself after the new year. So I want to keep going. But if you are doing that, and if you're doing that and you're keeping your side hustle going, just remember, don't get discouraged if your orders drop off, if your purchases drop off, if your clients and customers start to drop off. Put yourself in their shoes as a customer or a client and understand that they are bombarded with so many choices right now. And, the economy is difficult for everyone. And so don't take it personally. Don't look at your side hustle as, it's not working. Maybe this isn't the right side hustle for me. Don't judge your side hustle based on the actions of others. Make your side hustle the best it can be, where they can't refuse your offer, that they emotionalize it and they make a conscious decision to take that action and become your customer, even in the holiday frenzy. Okay, so stay true to your side hustle. Don't give up on it. If you choose to run through the holidays with it, you have to push real hard. You have to become your own wow factor. And this is a time of the year that serving other people is needed greatly. With the gift giving and the holidays and, the me mindset and what am I getting, and I'm going to buy myself this for Christmas and I'm going to get me something I've always wanted. for myself. And we're really kind of wrapped up into the whole gift giving thing and having to spend money to make people happy during the holidays. And I want you to understand that giving to others and serving other people in some way, whether it's with your side hustle or whether it is helping out a stranger, serving other people and helping others through the holiday season will reward you 100-fold when the new year rolls in. You're planting seeds in the winter, maybe bulbs. You don't do seeds in the winter, but I think you can plant bulbs in the winter. So you're planting bulbs this winter, so that after we get past the first of the year, things can just soar and things can get very good for you. So remember, you are your wow factor, and you need to share that with all your clients. So as my voice starts to go, does anybody else have any questions? We're about 31 minutes into the live stream. This is a life coach Q&A. So I would love to have questions in the chat room so I can attempt to answer them. Once again, it is a life coaching Q&A. I am a certified master life coach, and I'm here every Sunday until the end of October at 1 p.m. For all of you, for all of my friends here on FUD. So if you have questions, type them in the chat room. Time for me to get another swig of coffee, and I'll be watching for your questions. And I missed nothing. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I hope everybody is enjoying the live stream today. I want to thank Andrea once again because she asked a couple of great questions. It was exciting. It fired me up to be able to, provide some content back to her pertaining to content creation. And I wish you nothing but success, Andrea. I'm sure you'll be fabulous, and things will work out really well. If you have any other questions or you need any help with anything else, you can reach out to me at the website, bradrichard.net, or just contact me through FUD. I help. My help is available to any of you that are in the chat offline if you would like to do that. And I want to tell you that now, as a life coach, I do have 2 guides that are on FUD. One is a paid guide. And Andrea said, thanks, Brad. You are welcome. Very, very welcome. It was a pleasure to have you here today. And thanks again. But I wanted to let y'all know that I do have 2 guides here on FUD. One is a paid guide, which is Who Were You, Your Little Me? And it is a 9-step workshop that I take people through. And that is a paid guide here on FUD. It's a whopping $14.99. So I'm not buying Christmas presents with that, but it is a paid guide, and it's $14.99 here on FUD. That's the paid guide. And then I have a free guide, which is a 20-minute power session, and that is a personal exercise that you can go through to really help you connect with your ultimate strength, and that's your little person inside. And I encourage everyone to take the free guide, the 20-minute power session. It is free, and I encourage all of you to take that. I've had many people take it, but not enough, in my opinion. And so I would encourage you to take that 20-minute power session free. That's my free guide. You can find it here on FUD. And so I would encourage you that you take the free guide. And if you're interested, you can look at the paid guide as well. I do have 2. So also, I offer a lot of other services, and everything else is on bradrichard.net, along with the podcast. So if you guys have time, you can check out my podcast, Men on a Mission podcast. It is on Spotify, Amazon, Google, iTunes, iHeart, wherever you find podcasts, you can find it. Men on a Mission podcast. So check it out. That's my podcast. And I'll be doing another one here next week in the month of November. That'll be my next episode on the podcast. And I would love for you to join me over there as well. And so we're at about 35 minutes. And surprisingly, the chat numbers are actually increasing as we reach the 35-minute mark of this live stream. I usually go about 30 to 45 minutes. And if I have more questions, then I'll keep going. I'll keep going until the questions run out. So more questions, please, if you have questions. And if you don't have a question and you have a statement, just type that out in the chat. Type it out in the chat and make a statement. Tell us about your side hustle. Tell us about what you're struggling with, what you are succeeding with. And we love to hear success stories. And we're all here for each other. That's why everyone is doing these live streams on FUD. It's a great way to connect with all of you once a week and see how everybody's doing. And I sincerely want to know how you're doing with your side hustle. I can tell you that my side hustle is doing quite well. Mine is geared towards helping people and serving other people. And there's a great need for that. People are needing a lot of help in a lot of different areas. And so, my life coaching practice is doing very well. And I have a very captive market, a captive audience, because what I do is provide help, inspiration, and hope to people, and maybe help them get on track and move forward with their hopes and dreams. And so there is a huge need for that. Okay, a huge need for that, along with mental health and people just trying to keep it all together. So with my particular niche, I'm busier than ever. So we're going to go ahead and start to wrap up, I think, the live stream. Does anybody have any other questions, comments, feedback, statements? What would y'all like me to do in the future with these live streams? What are you needing? What can I do to fulfill those needs? And let me know what you would like to get out of my live streams. In November and December, I'll probably have just a couple live streams each month. It won't be weekly. But let me know what you guys are needing, what you would prefer the format to be, and how can I serve you to the utmost success. So let me know what you're needing, either offline or in the chat. If anybody has a last minute question or two, I'd love to take some more questions. I don't think anyone's going to be brave enough to join me on the live stream. I want to thank everybody for liking the stream. I've got tons and tons of likes. We appreciate that. Mia liked it. Amanda liked it. Power liked the stream. Sammy liked the stream. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everybody joining the live stream. And I really appreciate the questions that Andrea asked. I hope my answer to Andrea was beneficial to all of you, and that you got something out of the live stream today. That's why I'm here, and that's why we're doing the Q&A. So, any last minute questions, statements, or comments? And we'll give it another minute or so for you guys to go crazy in the chat room, typing away. If not, I will probably wrap it up for today, for this week. And while I'm waiting to see if any questions are coming in, I want to wish everybody happy Halloween on Tuesday. Be safe. Make sure your kiddos are safe. And I would encourage everyone to trick or treat during the day. That's something that we do in my household, and I would definitely recommend that if you're going to go out trick or treating, do it during the daytime. So, Dr. Tachi, thanks for a great stream. You are welcome. Thank you, Dr. Tachi, for joining. I appreciate you being here and supporting the stream. And so I'll go back and say, take care, everyone, and have a happy Halloween. I will probably be back with a live stream in a couple of weeks, possibly with a little bit different format. It might not be a Q&A because, as y'all can see, getting people to ask questions is a little bit difficult. So I might change up the format a little bit. It seems like, you guys really like me providing content and talking and giving out points of view and perspectives and tips and tricks. So that's probably the format I'm going to go forward with in November and December. But just keep a lookout for my live streams. I'll have a couple in November. I won't have one next Sunday at 1 p.m. It'll be 2 weeks from today, and I'll have 2 in November and 2 in December. So with that being said, I am going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. The numbers are still real high in the chat room, so I want to thank everybody that joined me on the live stream today. It was a great live stream, and I enjoyed it. I love the questions, and I will end the live stream the way I end my podcast, and I end the same way every time. Take care of yourself. Love your little me, that little person inside you, because they need you more than you can imagine. So until next time, the next live stream, you take care of yourself. And bye, guys. Thank you.